Last week, a 64-year-old patient walked into my office looking exhausted. She asked me a question I hear almost every single day. "Doctor, I wake up 4 times every night to use the bathroom. Are my kidneys failing?" I could see the worry in her eyes. She had been losing sleep for months, not just from the bathroom trips, but from the fear that her kidneys were shutting down. Here is what I told her, and it completely changed her perspective. In my 22 years as a urologist, I have treated over 8,000 patients who came to me with this exact same concern. They were all convinced their kidneys were in trouble. But here is the surprising truth that most people never hear. Less than 1 in 5 cases of frequent nighttime urination is actually caused by kidney problems. The other 80%, they have completely different causes, and most of them are fixable within weeks. Today, I am going to walk you through 3 real reasons why you might be waking up at night, how to tell if your kidneys are truly involved, and most importantly, what you can do starting tonight to sleep better. I will share a simple 30-day action plan that has helped hundreds of my patients cut their bathroom trips in half. Before we begin, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment right now telling me how many times you wake up each night and where you are watching from. I personally read every comment and reply to as many as I can. Your experience might help someone else in our community who is struggling with the same issue. What your kidneys actually do at night and why most people get it wrong. Now that you know, nighttime urination is more common than you might think. Let me explain something that will change the way you understand your body. Most people assume that waking up multiple times to urinate means their kidneys are failing. But here is the truth that surprised even my most educated patients. Your kidneys might actually be working perfectly fine. Your kidneys are remarkable organs that filter approximately 50 gallons of blood every single day. That is enough to fill a standard bathtub. They work constantly to remove waste products, balance your body's fluids, and regulate important minerals like sodium and potassium. But here is what most people do not realize. At night, when you are sleeping peacefully, healthy kidneys actually slow down their urine production. This nighttime shift happens because of a hormone called vasopressin. Think of vasopressin as your body's natural sleep protector. It sends a signal to your kidneys that says, "Concentrate the urine and make less of it so this person can sleep through the night." When your kidneys receive this signal and respond properly, they produce only 8 to 12 ounces of urine during a full 8-hour sleep period. That is less than a standard coffee mug. A study published by the National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases in 2024 found something eye-opening. They followed 5,000 adults over the age of 55 who complained about frequent nighttime urination. Only 12% of these patients were actually diagnosed with chronic kidney disease. The remaining 88% had completely different causes, ranging from bladder dysfunction to heart issues to simple medication side effects. Let me share what really happens when kidneys start to fail. Damaged kidneys lose their ability to concentrate urine effectively. They cannot respond properly to vasopressin anymore. But more importantly, they cannot balance fluids and electrolytes in your bloodstream. This creates a cascade of symptoms throughout your entire body. You develop persistent swelling in your feet and ankles. Your blood pressure becomes difficult to control, even with medication. You feel exhausted no matter how much you rest. You might notice a metallic taste in your mouth or experience nausea, especially in the morning. Here is the critical point I want you to understand. If nighttime urination were truly a sign of kidney failure, it would never show up alone. it would always come with these other warning signals. A research team at the University of California, San Francisco, tracked patients for 3 years and discovered that isolated nocturia, meaning frequent nighttime urination without any other symptoms, was almost never caused by kidney disease. So if you are waking up at night to urinate, but you feel fine during the day, if you have good energy levels and no unexplained swelling, your kidneys are probably doing their job just fine. The question then becomes, what is really causing those midnight bathroom trips? Let me show you what is actually going on inside your body. Before we explore those 3 real culprits, let me tell you about a patient who almost made a life-changing mistake based on the wrong assumption. James was a 58-year-old software engineer from Chicago who came to see me after 8 long months of waking up 5 or 6 times every single night. He looked completely drained, not just physically, but emotionally. He confessed that he had spent countless nights on Google reading article after article that all pointed to the same terrifying conclusion: kidney failure. He was convinced dialysis was in his near future. The anxiety grew so severe that even when he didn't need to use the bathroom, he couldn't sleep. His wife told me he had withdrawn from family dinners and stopped laughing with their grandchildren. When I reviewed his medical tests, everything looked perfect. His kidneys were healthy. The real problem was something no one had caught: severe sleep apnea and undiagnosed type 2 diabetes. The apnea triggered stress hormones that told his kidneys to produce more urine, while his high blood sugar caused fluid loss through osmotic diuresis. Once we treated both issues with a CPAP machine and metformin, everything changed. Within 10 weeks, his nightly trips dropped from 6 to just 1. His energy came back, and so did his joy. He smiled and said, "Doctor, I wasted 8 months worrying about the wrong organ." 3 real causes behind your midnight bathroom trips, and exactly what to do about each one. Now let me walk you through the 3 most common causes of nighttime urination and give you specific solutions you can use starting tonight. Cause number 1. Nocturnal polyuria. This condition means your body produces too much urine, specifically during the nighttime hours. Your kidneys themselves are perfectly healthy and filtering your blood just fine. But the hormones that are supposed to tell your kidneys to slow down urine production at night are not working correctly. Instead of making just 8 ounces of urine overnight, your body ends up producing 20 to 30 ounces or even more. Here is what happens inside your body. A hormone called vasopressin normally rises in your bloodstream as evening approaches. This hormone acts like a nighttime messenger that tells your kidneys to concentrate the urine and produce less volume so you can sleep peacefully. But after age 60, your body naturally produces less vasopressin. People with high blood pressure often have even lower levels of this crucial hormone. And if you drink large amounts of water or other fluids in the evening hours, you overwhelm whatever vasopressin you do have left. You are most likely dealing with nocturnal polyuria if your total nighttime urine volume adds up to more than 33% of everything you urinate in a full 24-hour period. Another telltale sign is that each time you wake up and go to the bathroom, you produce a fairly large amount of urine, not just a few drops or dribbles. During the daytime hours, your bathroom habits feel completely normal with no urgency or frequency issues. A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Urology in 2023 followed 400 adults over age 65 who struggled with this exact problem. The researchers discovered that simple lifestyle changes alone reduced nighttime bathroom trips by an impressive 41% within just 4 weeks of starting the program. Here is your practical action plan starting today. Begin timing your fluid intake carefully throughout the entire day. Aim to drink about 60% of your total daily water before noon, another 30% between noon and 6 p.m., and strictly limit yourself to only 10% after 6 p.m. This strategy does not mean dehydrating yourself or drinking less overall. It simply means front-loading your hydration to the earlier part of the day when your body can process fluids without disrupting your precious nighttime sleep. Compression socks might sound like an unusual solution for a urination problem, but they work remarkably well according to clinical data. When you sit or stand during the day, fluid naturally pools in your lower legs and ankles due to gravity's constant pull. Then, when you finally lie down at night, all that accumulated fluid returns to your bloodstream at once, and your kidneys suddenly have to process it all. By wearing medical-grade compression socks from about 4 p.m. until 8 p.m. each evening, you prevent that fluid from pooling in the first place. Your kidneys can process the fluid gradually while you are still awake and moving around. Try this simple elevation technique every evening around 7 or 8 p.m. Lie on your couch or bed and prop your legs up against a wall for 15 minutes. This helps mobilize any fluid that collected in your legs during the day and gives your kidneys time to process it before you go to sleep for the night. The most important takeaway about nocturnal polyuria is this reassuring fact: your kidneys are completely healthy and functioning normally. This is purely a hormone signaling issue that responds very well to simple interventions you can control. Cause number 2: uncontrolled diabetes. Now we reach the first cause on this list that does have a direct connection to kidney health, and it affects millions of people without them even realizing it. When your blood sugar stays elevated above 180 milligrams per deciliter for extended periods, your kidneys go into overdrive trying to protect you. They attempt to flush out that excess sugar by dumping it into your urine. But here is the problem. Sugar does not travel alone through your system. It pulls large amounts of water along with it through a process called osmotic diuresis. Think of it like sugar acting as a magnet that attracts water molecules. This creates unusually large volumes of dilute urine, and for reasons scientists are still studying, this effect becomes even more pronounced during nighttime hours. Right now, approximately 38 million Americans are living with diabetes, and the numbers are climbing every year. If you have South Asian heritage, you need to pay especially close attention because genetic research shows that people from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka have a 3 to 4 times higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes compared to Caucasian populations. This elevated risk remains true even when South Asians maintain healthy body weights. The warning signs often develop so gradually that people dismiss them as normal aging. You find yourself feeling constantly thirsty and drinking more than 100 ounces of water every day, which is significantly more than the standard recommendation. You are rushing to the bathroom not just at night but during the day, too often more than 10 times in a 24-hour period. You notice unexplained weight loss, even though you are eating normally or even more than usual. Your vision seems blurry, especially when reading or looking at screens. Small cuts or scrapes on your hands and feet take weeks to heal instead of just a few days. A groundbreaking study published in Diabetes Care Journal in 2024 followed over 1,500 diabetic patients for 2 years. The researchers discovered that for every 1% reduction in HbA1c, which measures your average blood sugar over 3 months, patients experienced a 23% decrease in nighttime urination episodes. Blood sugar control must become your absolute number one priority starting today. Your target fasting blood sugar should fall between 80 and 130 milligrams per deciliter. After meals, aim to stay below 180 milligrams per deciliter. Your HbA1c should be under 7%. Most doctors will start you on metformin, typically 500 to 2000 milligrams daily. Newer SGLT2 inhibitors, like empagliflozin, offer the remarkable benefit of protecting your kidneys while also lowering blood sugar. Your diet requires thoughtful adjustment, especially if you grew up eating traditional foods. Follow a low glycemic index diet where you choose foods that release sugar slowly into your bloodstream. Instead of 3 large meals, eat 5 or 6 smaller meals spread throughout the day. For my Indian patients, I specifically recommend replacing white rice with brown rice or quinoa, which have much lower glycemic indexes and will not spike your blood sugar as dramatically. Here is what you must understand. Diabetes is the number one cause of chronic kidney disease in America, accounting for 38% of all kidney failure cases. But with proper control starting now, you can protect your kidneys and sleep through the night again. Cause number 3, chronic kidney disease. Finally, we reach the one cause that everyone fears most. And I need to be completely honest with you about when nighttime urination truly signals kidney problems. When your kidneys become damaged over many years, they gradually lose their remarkable ability to concentrate urine during nighttime hours. A healthy kidney can take all the waste products your body produces and package them into a small amount of concentrated urine while you sleep. But damaged kidneys lose this concentrating power. Your body ends up producing the same amount of urine or even more around the clock with no reduction at night. Additionally, kidneys that are not working properly cannot balance electrolytes and fluids the way they should. This creates a frustrating cycle where your body retains fluid during the day, making you swell up, and then tries to dump that excess fluid at night. Right now, approximately 37 million Americans, which represents about 15% of all adults, are living with some degree of chronic kidney disease. Most of them do not even know it yet because early-stage kidney disease produces almost no obvious symptoms. You face significantly higher risk if you have had diabetes for more than 10 years or high blood pressure that has remained poorly controlled. Here is what makes kidney disease different from the other 2 causes we just discussed. Nighttime urination never shows up alone when kidneys are truly failing. It always arrives alongside multiple other warning signs. You experience persistent, profound fatigue that does not improve no matter how much you rest. You lose your appetite and notice a strange metallic taste in your mouth. Nausea hits you, especially during morning hours. Swelling appears not just in your feet, but also in your face and hands. Your skin itches constantly because waste products are building up. Your urine looks foamy like beer foam. Your blood pressure climbs higher despite taking multiple medications. If you have 2 or more of these symptoms along with frequent nighttime urination, you need to see a nephrologist within 1 week. Do not wait. A study published in Kidney International in 2024 showed that early intervention at stage 3 chronic kidney disease can slow disease progression by 40 to 50%. Your doctor will check your eGFR or estimated glomerular filtration rate. Normal kidney function shows an eGFR above 90. Stage 3 chronic kidney disease falls between 30 and 59. This is when early treatment makes the biggest difference. The New England Journal of Medicine published breakthrough research showing that SGLT2 inhibitor medications reduce the risk of complete kidney failure by 39%. This is true kidney disease, and it requires immediate medical attention. But remember, this critically important fact. This represents only 1 out of every 5 or 6 cases of nighttime urination. Most people waking up at night do not have kidney disease at all. Your 30-day action plan from tonight to better sleep. Now comes the most important part of our conversation today, and this is where real change begins to happen. This 30-day plan has helped hundreds of my patients reduce nighttime bathroom trips by 50% or more. It is simple, practical, and easy to follow 1 week at a time. Week 1. Tracking and awareness. Days 1 to 7. Start by measuring every time you urinate for 3 full days and nights. Use a 16-32-ounce measuring cup and record both the time and amount. Track what and when you drink. During days 4 through 7, analyze your notes. Are you drinking more than 16 ounces after 7 p.m., producing small amounts or large ones? Seeing other symptoms. If yes, shift fluid intake earlier and ask someone to check if you snore or stop breathing during sleep. Week 2. Basic interventions. Days 8 to 14. Set 3 hydration alarms. 8 a.m., 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. for 16 ounces each and 5 p.m. for 8 ounces. After 7 p.m. limit to just 4 ounces total. Cut caffeine after 1 p.m. and switch to herbal tea. At 7:30 p.m., elevate your legs for 20 minutes to move pooled fluid back into circulation. Week 3. Advanced strategies. Days 15-21. Retrain your bladder by urinating every 2 hours during the day, holding a little longer each week. Check fasting, blood sugar. If readings stay above 126 millimoles DL, see your doctor. Week 4. Evaluate and decide. Days 20-30. Compare results. If you improved 30% or more, continue. If not, see a doctor within the week sooner if symptoms worsen. Most people see dramatic results by day 30. Red flags that mean, call your doctor today, not tomorrow. Before we finish, I need you to understand when nighttime urination becomes a true medical emergency that cannot wait. Most cases develop slowly, but certain warning signs require immediate medical attention because they signal serious problems that can worsen quickly. Call your doctor within 24 hours if you notice blood in your urine more than once or twice, sudden swelling in your face, hands or feet, inability to urinate, fever with nighttime urination, chest pain or shortness of breath when lying down, or sudden confusion and exhaustion. Schedule an appointment within 1 week if you have persistent ankle swelling, unexplained weight loss over 10 pounds, foamy urine for more than 3 days, constant thirst with frequent urination, chronic fatigue, or history of diabetes or high blood pressure without recent kidney tests. You can safely monitor yourself if nighttime urination is your only symptom and developed gradually after age 60. Follow the 30-day plan first. After 2 decades in urology, I can tell you this with certainty. Waiting too long costs people their kidney function. Early detection saves lives. Take a screenshot of this list right now and keep it on your phone. What I want you to remember when you wake up tonight. Nighttime urination is incredibly common after age 60, and most of the time it has nothing to do with kidney failure. Out of every 5 or 6 people struggling with it, only 1 has true kidney disease. The rest have fixable causes like nocturnal polyuria, diabetes, or simple lifestyle habits. Your body isn't failing you, it's communicating with you. Now you know how to read those signals and take control. The 30-day action plan works for 60 to 70% of my patients, and for the rest, medical treatments can help tremendously. No one has to accept broken sleep as normal aging. Tonight, make one small promise to yourself: drink less after 7 p.m. or track your urine for 3 nights. Small steps create big change. Now, I want to hear from you. Tell me in the comments how many times you wake up each night and what worries you most. I read every comment because your story might help someone else. Share this video with anyone losing sleep from constant bathroom trips. Subscribe for next week's episode on prostate health. Sleep peacefully tonight. Your health matters, your rest matters, and most of all, you matter.